Welcome to my cozy corner of the internet. I'm Mayastar, and today's article is titled The Great Central Sun, Collective Consciousness and Spiritual Ascension, a Mayastar energy healing article. This article looks at the sacred energetic construct we call the Great Central Sun and looks at ways we can awaken and access the solar spiritual energetic connection in order to progress the healing journey and awaken the soul to higher levels of awareness as we work towards our ascension. If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing and share this page with your friends. Listen to the end for my recommendations for your next step and receive special offers for Mayastar courses by joining the Mayastar mailing list at mayastar.net. You can now show your appreciation for my work by buying me a coffee. The link is in the description below, but simply spending time on this channel incurs the favour of the algorithm. So thank you for being here, because your engagement really helps me out. So if you like, share, subscribe or comment today, I hope and intend that you will be blessed with bountiful beneficence this week. May brilliance, beauty and abundance abound. And now, let's explore the Great Central Sun, Collective Consciousness and Spiritual Ascension. The Great Central Sun is a spiritual symbol that expresses the collective consciousness of the whole universe and which can be contemplated or meditated upon to help us gain some understanding and perspective of our place in the grand spiritual hierarchy. Just as the planets in our solar system orbit our Sun, so all individual expressions of consciousness orbit the Great Central Sun within the spiritual dimension. As a symbol, the Great Central Sun can be visualized as being like our own Sun, and meditation upon our Sun and the expression of solar energy can help us to connect with the higher concept of the Great Central Sun. The things we know and notice about the light of the physical sun that nurtures life on our planet can give us some clues about the nature of consciousness and our own spiritual journey, as well as drawing inspiration from meditation on our own sun as a way to connect with the idea of a great central sun. We can reflect on the way our galaxy is put together. Our sun is one of 100 to 400 billion stars that make up the Milky Way galaxy that is our home. Our galaxy is shaped like a spiral and it rotates around a central point where physicists believe a supermassive black hole exists that has the gravitational power to hold our entire galaxy together and maintain its precession. The time it takes for our sun to complete a full galactic orbit is about 220 to 230 million years. In comparison, it takes 365 days for our planet to orbit the Sun at the center of our solar system. So reflecting on the enormous and continuous cosmic dance that is repeated on different scales throughout our universe can help us to understand that our relationship with consciousness as individuals is only the tip of the iceberg, and that higher levels of consciousness exist beyond that, and that human life cycles for the expression of consciousness are not long, but cycles of the expression of cosmic consciousness take place over far longer periods of time that can't be fully appreciated from our limited human perspective. When reflecting on the spiritual symbolism of the Great Central Sun, it's important to remember that all life is considered to have consciousness to some degree within the spiritual model. Every expression of life is part of one universe and is energetically connected with every other expression of life within the universe. The plants are connected to the animals and the people. The planet itself has its own consciousness, as do all the physical components that make it up. The rocks, the soil, the rivers and seas all have their own spirit or soul that can be considered part of the collective. So when we access higher levels of consciousness, we can gradually become more aware of the energetic spiritual expression that underpins all of creation and which is expressed in unique and myriad forms through all that is seen and unseen. The Great Central Sun can also be perceived as an energetic egregore, a concept discussed in another article you'll find on Mayastar, which relates to the thought forms that build up and are anchored to energetic symbols. As an example, let's take our own sun. As a unique expression of life, it has its own consciousness and energy. Its energetic expression is informed by higher expressions of consciousness that mirror it, such as the Great Central Sun. So by connecting with solar energy, we will increase our sense of alignment and connection with the Great Central Sun too, and these layers of consciousness extend in the other direction as well, as all the humans on the planet see the sun and experience it in their own unique ways. They project their own energetic understanding of the symbol towards the sun. The scale of these expressions creates an enormous energetic receptacle that could be considered like a battery of energy that we can then connect with to harness the power for different purposes such as healing or magic. The thought form or egregore that is created by all human experiences and understanding of the sun exists as an energetic sphere of influence that is more accessible to us than the spiritual energy the sun expresses innately, but the egregore is informed by the sun's expression too. So an egregore can be considered a kind of energetic intersection that allows us to attune to those energies so that we can perceive them more accurately, and through regular connection with the egregore achieve a higher level of consciousness that allows us to gain a more spiritual perspective. The symbol of the Great Central Sun can also be considered a reflection of the concept of God. Although different spiritual paths have different definitions for what God is and what God does, very generally speaking, God is considered a transcendent character who knows all and is in all places at all times, all at once. The Great Central Sun is likewise omnipresent and reflects the collective consciousness of all creation, just as God is considered to express the oneness or wholeness of creation, so the Great Central Sun can be considered a reflection of the oneness of consciousness that connects all things to all things on an energetic level. Another way we can reflect on the Great Central Sun as a spiritual symbol is through its nurturing and light-giving qualities. Just as our physical sun's energy allows plants to grow and flourish, creating life and providing us with food and everything we need to live, so the Great Central Sun's energy continually shines upon us in the spiritual dimension, providing us with the energy of light or life force, which is also called chi, ki or prana. During meditations, we can connect more intensely with that energy by focusing on breathing in life force energy and anchoring it into the solar plexus area. The solar plexus is the energy center that's located in the center of the torso, just below the breastbone, between the ribs. The solar plexus chakra is called the Star of the Sacred Flame in the Avalonian alignment, Star of Avalon Ascension, and Avalonian Spectral Activation's energy healing systems. It reflects the symbol of the sun and the Great Central Sun, as its qualities reflect personal empowerment, and when fully activated and balanced, the solar plexus chakra energy is expressed in our confidence, determination, courage, independence, and originality. You can further enhance your solar meditations and intensify the activation of your solar plexus chakra by spending time each day in sunlight during your practice. The light of the sun is essential to our bodies. It creates unique chemical reactions within us that balance our hormones, create nutrients, and maintain the function of the immune system. Light from the sun activates different areas of our brains and allows us to produce different types of neurotransmitters which can affect our mood. It's hard to overestimate how important time in the sun is for people, and while too much sun exposure can be detrimental, spending at least 20 minutes a day in the early morning light while you bring your attention to your breath can be a powerful but very simple spiritual practice to strengthen that solar plexus potency while also supporting your physical, mental and emotional health. When it comes to energy healing, you can further activate the healing potential of solar energy in your life with the Solar Goddess Radiance Attunement System. Here is some information about this modality, which is available on the Mayastar website at mayastar.net. The Solar Goddess Radiance Attunement was channeled by Maya during a Beltane ritual to celebrate the beginning of summer. The Beltane festival falls on the 30th of April and marks a very important fire festival in the pagan calendar. The period from Beltane to the midsummer solstice, around the 21st to 23rd of June, depending on the year, marks the time of year when the solar energies are at their most potent and are increasing in strength as the days draw on. The natural earth tides are concerned only with growth, vitality and abundance. North of the equator, the season is turning and the sun's power is beginning to increase a little each day. Our ancient ancestors understood the power and significance of particular cosmological alignments and built monuments to specifically mark and track these events, as well as to celebrate them. Stonehenge in the southwest of England is an example of such a sacred monument that is very significant. There are many today that still observe and celebrate these events. My personal religious observations follow the natural tides of the year, and during this particular seasonal festival, the focus of the ritual was on the Norse goddess Sunna, the goddess of the sun. In some of the popular mythologies, Greek and Roman for example, deities associated with the sun have tended to be male. However, further north, the qualities of the sun were perceived very differently because of the climatic difference. During the Beltane Fire Festival ritual, we celebrated the waxing of the solar current as Sunna rides the sky, drawing closer to the earth and bringing the world back to life after the colder winter months. Starting at midwinter and increasing in influence as the year turns to midsummer, Sunna's power is felt and its effects seen all around us. The sleeping trees awaken, stretch to the sky and green. Flowers and plants stir within the dark earth as they sense her warmth and emerge to bask in her light. Hibernating animals awaken and begin their annual rites of courtship and subsequent mating rituals. During this time, the world is filled with expressed fertility and abundance, the encouragement and nurturing of life, and the joy and hope the season evokes with such bounteous scenes affects us all. You can almost taste the healing quality of the energy in the air. This force of energy will be imprinted and stored within your energy field to be called upon whenever you would like to invoke and express it for whatever purpose you choose. The course manual for Solar Goddess Radiance includes information about solar deities, quantum physics, the power of the mind, complementary therapies and energy healing, the Norse goddess Sunna, creating solar talismans, affirmations, environmental healing, self-healing, healing others, energy protection, empowering or charging sacred objects, energetically cleansing the home, and much more. If you feel drawn to pursue your spiritual path and progress your healing journey with energy work, you can find the Solar Goddess Radiance course and over 100 more attunement-based energy healing courses available on the Mayastar website at mayastar.net. I provide individual support by email for all students and personally prepare all attunements using the Orb of Life method, which allows my students to receive them wherever they are in the world. You can now buy Mayastar meditations from the iTunes store. They are also available for streaming on Spotify, YouTube Music, Amazon Unlimited and Apple. If you have a subscription, you can listen to them all night while you sleep to get some deep healing rest. I'd like to thank you for spending some time with me today. I hope you're leaving this video suffused with good vibes and great ideas. On this channel, I share my week ahead spiritual guidance and mystical musings for the collective, meditation soundscapes and energy healing articles to inspire and uplift you on your spiritual path. Recent videos on this channel that might interest you include Shakti Energy, Your Questions Answered, 5D Planetary Ascension and Spiritual Awakening for Indigo Children and Light Workers, Akashic Records and Egregores, and Are You a Starseed? The Signs and Spiritual Destiny of the Starseeded Soul. So why not take a moment to peruse the rest of this channel to discover more of my energy healing articles and relaxing meditations for some additional spiritual sustenance and magical motivation. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll find a great video recommendation for your next step in the cards at the end of this video. You can also follow me to receive daily spiritual guidance on social media. You'll find links in the description of this video for my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, podcasts and more. Links to all my latest offerings can be found on the Mayastar website at mayastar.net. I upload inspiring spiritual content for you every week, so please come back soon. In the meantime, I wish you peace, prosperity and progress in all you do. With blessings. You may have noticed a change to the background music for this article. This track is taken from one of my recent New Age compositions, and I will leave it playing for the next 5 minutes to afford you an unexpected moment of respite and relaxation. If you enjoy this music, you can find more on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon and iTunes. Wherever you enjoy my releases, please follow my artist page and podcast on those apps too. This helps my work get recommended and allows me to keep sharing my magic with the world. So thank you.